So, thank you very much, and thank you for the previous speakers too, about sharing the experience what we are doing in Estonia. And right now I try to give overview what we're doing as Estonian Union of Housing Cooperatives, what is our role of this process. I see here we have, I think, one of excess of Estonian successful housing policies, good cooperation between players in the market, like ministry, like universities, like we as representative of NGOs, and now I want to give some overview of what we're doing as Estonian Union of Housing Cooperative, ECUL, and what is maybe our role in these big projects, in this long-term renovation strategy with the builders, like next 10 years. And we already celebrate our 20 years anniversary as union in the last year, and what we can do in future. Here we are some people from audience maybe not know much about us and what kind of organization we have. We have one of the biggest housing organization in Estonia. We have membership basic NGO, and what is not profit, and what is most important is we have independent members organization who represent the interest of our members. We have advocacy organization. We have worked together with different players in the market, with ministries, with private companies, with builders, with universities, with other stakeholders, and we have strong training organization. We own like private school or private academy. We teach every year more like thousands of members of housing cooperatives, the chairmans. This is what we are doing as training institution. We have information center. We have our journal. We have our newsletter, what's going every day. We have strong social media, and we published our handbooks. Our lawyer published the handbooks, and we offer different services for our member. For our member. We have a strong international network. We have members of Housing Europe, the biggest housing organization in Europe, and we have the official place in Estonia who represent government of mayors moving in Estonia, and we have center in United Nations, the Chartered Center of Sustainable Housing. We have official education and training center in the UN level until 2016. This is like our activities is one slide. Of course, I can speak longer about this, what we are doing, but we have not much time today to do this. What is the role of homeowners association in this long-term strategy? And if you read this long-term Estonian long-term strategy for renovation, we see that the key focus is from the homeowners association. As Mr. Ivo Janis already said, 17% of Estonians live in apartment buildings, and this means that the role of homeowners association is very important in renovation process. How we can involve the people to be part of this renovation. This is key question what we're doing as union. Here is different data here about Estonia already. Previous speakers tell about this. This is Estonia. Is quite unique maybe for its housing stock. This means that 97% of Estonian building stock, housing stock, are private owned. This is quite unique in Europe, but we are not big country too. And till 2050, if we speak about long-term strategy, about building renovation, the 14,000 apartment buildings must be renovated. This is quite a big goal for us. If we compare what different data, 1,400 or 3,000 buildings are renovated yet. This means there's a long way to go, and we have different technical solutions, what we spoke at already today. But I think the most important condition renovation is we need to bring apartment owners and their organization, the apartment association, to the focus of renovation wave. We must be understand this: the apartment owners are our key players to implement European Green Deal and European renovation wave in Estonia, but not only Estonia, I think in Europe. If we can spoke with this target group, we can be, I think Estonia way of renovation could be favor Europe too, what you Aalto say, but this is key role in the on the homeowners association. What we're doing as association is, first of all, what I say previously is education and training. You know, the board of homeowners association is like 3-5 people, and they could change. And you need every day education, training, new information, different education for those people. Second keystone is advocacy work. We must work together with ministry, we must lobbying with parliament, we must working with private sector, with builders, with universities, and be like one team, one network as part of Estonian housing market. And third thing, we can share the best practices. If the buildings are renovated, we can keep this information for the other homeowners association. Say this is good example what we're doing, what is good, how much energy we use, how much before, how much after renovation. This is really practical role of our organization. Education and training. When I say right now, I speak a little closer about these three things. Education and training. First of all, we have different trainings program, like one-day training, like 100-hour training program for the chairman of the leaders of apartment associations. We have like 1 year study program for leaders of apartment association. Second one, we have information tools. We have many information channels how to touch to members of homeowners association. When I say journal, Elamu, newsletter, so on. And third one, what is in education and training, is every year we're doing annual conferences, we're doing regional annual conferences in Estonia, not only in Tallinn, but in Tartu, in Pärnu, in Kuressaare. And this is important to invite the people together, speak together, and think together about the goals what we have together to implement the long-term strategy of renovation in Estonia. When I say already showed, we have a regular newsletter every month. We have regular news for our members, but not only for members. You can register too. Here, if you're listening us right now, we have a journal of Elamu, which is in 2 languages, Estonian languages, in Russian languages. And we have visible in social media. We have quite popular Facebook page. We have homepage. We have Twitter, where is more English news. Please come in the friends in our Twitter account. And you see what we can do. We have channels in YouTube and SoundCloud. We have some podcasts, so on. And use these hashtags, what is here, and you can become some more news about our organization. Every year we give the prizes for the best renovation project in Estonia, the best chairmans of the leaders in Estonia. This every year in annual forum, and this going every year more popular and more popular. This year, this was important for our training system. We give like diplomas for 101 professional chairmen of Apartment Owners Association in January 2022. This means it's almost same size as we are members is our parliament. This is one important step for us. This was after 1 year study what we're doing. Second one, what is our advocacy work? We work together with Ministry of Economic Affairs and Communication, with Ministry of Justice. We have give for our member legal and financial advice. Our lawyers are very popular in Estonia and quite strong by housing law. We giving contribution to the preparation of legislation, to the ministry, to the parliament. We give our meetings in newspaper, in television, in radio, and we have practical consultation with different. We are part of different European projects like Laurisuu already tell, the Life Buildest. We have good partners in Credex. We have partners in Housing Europe Power Program, Share Renew, different Horizon 2020 level project what we are managing. And third one, our activities is share the best practices. It is share this information what the university is doing with research and innovation, how maybe what is the future of renovation, prefabricated panel, renovation with prefabricated panels, how it is technical solution of this case, and what kind of digital solutions we share information what coming from the government level, for ministry, for the new register, building register, new land register, so on, and we share experience for other members, and this is these three milestones. How we can support the renovation process as Estonian Union of Housing Cooperatives in Estonia, and I can give some share some experience, as I say, what we are doing in Estonia. So we in Estonia start when I say our organization is 20 years old. This Estonian housing stock was in bad conditions, but right now we reach the own energy production. Most of renovating buildings have solar panels, heating pumps, clear air, good ventilation, good indoor climate. And you see here different buildings. I just bring examples. So our renovated housing looks beautiful with new balconies, they have energy efficiency and sustainable building after renovation. We have large buildings here in different cities, in Tallinn, in Pärnu, in other places in Estonia. You see many buildings what are renovated. I think this is one of the best examples what we have in, I can say, in Baltics, sure. That's what we are doing in Estonia. You see the results of the last 10 years activities in Estonia renovation market. Here you see the different buildings, even 9-stock building, the huge buildings, but same time small buildings. In the small villages, the people are very active as members of housing cooperatives, homeowners association. They renovate even the small buildings, build up the playgrounds for the children, and so on. You see, I just put here different picture to have more visible stuff in presentation. Here you see with different, very fresh colors and beautiful building of them renovation. Estonia, we have quite old country, and even old buildings are renovated, and some new one. And what was important is renovation of balconies. This was not allowed before in the first step of renovation, but right now they are renovated. We're using clear big numbers by the buildings. This is like part of architecture. We use here OS heating system are refurbished. Here you see some famous faces here, and our buildings are modern design solutions. They have city gardens, beautiful surrounding of the buildings, and beautiful colorful walls, and the modern urban space with different artists. You see here picture from the Tartu, from project from Hrushchevka to Smartovka, and here you see picture for South Estonia. Some famous artists colored the walls of the multi-block houses, and this was our experience, what are results of these last 10 years, and how we as Estonian Union of Housing Association can support this long-term process of renovation in Estonia. I thank you very much.